What's going on, HDL fans? It's Gordon Sign here, coach of your Washington Archons, and I am joined here today for our first coach interview for Season 2 with the Czar, coach of the Pittsburgh Riverhoundooms. How you doing, Czar?
I'm doing good. Really excited for HDL since this is my first season.
Sick, man. So real quick, tell us a little bit about yourself. Anything you want us to know about your battling style, about you, just anything you'd like people to know.
Okay, so in terms of battling style, I've always said forget stall, forget balance. I'm more of a hyper offense player. I like to get in, get out. If I win, I win big. If I lose I lose big. It is more of just try making the right reads and try hitting hard. I don't try building too bulky. I mean, I will if need be, but for the most part, I just like hitting hard.
Fair enough. Hyper offense is honestly one of my favorite plays. Now I've done a little bit more mixed as of recently, but hyper offense is a lot of fun. So I gotta ask, why the team name and mascot of Pittsburgh Riverhoundooms? I'm curious.
Okay, so I'm born and raised in Pittsburgh. I still live here, and we have a minor league soccer team called the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. And I always wanted to, I just recently, about last year, got really invested into soccer, especially with the local team and stuff like that. Been going to a lot of their games, and I was like, okay, I had a team for another league called the Pittsburgh Steelers, another Pittsburgh team, and I was like, but since I'm really getting invested into this team, let me try figuring out something with the Riverhounds. And Riverhoundooms was just a natural fit. So yeah, you made the logo. I love the logo, and it's really cool. That's basically where it came from.
Sick, repping that hometown, my dude. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so favorite Pokemon of all time. It's a question everybody's gonna be asked. It's a question everybody wants the answer to. So, what's your favorite Pokemon?
If you asked me this about a month ago, I would have easily said Executor, hands down, no problem, like regular Executor, the fat one, because I just remember I've only gotten back into Pokemon relatively recently, about 2 or 3 years, and what got me back in was when the red, blue, and yellow released back on the 3DS eShop or whatever. And Executor just ran house through that game, and I was just a huge fan. And it's also a similar size to me. I think he's like, the Pokedex says he's like 6'3", which I'm like 2 inches shorter than, like 270 pounds, which is like almost exactly my size. So I see a lot of myself in it. So yeah, I would say Executor is number one. Haxorus and Mega Gallade are a close second and third, though.
Nice. I never knew Executor was that giant. My God.
Executor's a big guy.
Like, I thought
big boy.
Because I remember when they announced the Alolan form, I'm like, oh, that's silly. He's so tall now. But like, he was
He's still pretty big.
Yeah, he was already giant. Oh my God. I guess it makes sense for a tree, But still, I always just saw him as like this little fat round dude. But nah, he's a big boy. My goodness. All right.
Oh yeah.
So, what is your favorite Pokemon memory? It can be of all time, recent time. It could be from a free for all. It could be just from a battle. Anything you got.
Oh man. I'm gonna probably have him watch this. My best friend, his name's Jeff in real life, but online he's Poke Primer. He and I, we met literally because we were in a class together. And we're like, hey, do you want to work on some homework together? Because we just talked and stuff. But then we just were at computers working on homework. And I'm like, I'm going to check some YouTube. And he looks over at my YouTube and he saw like A-Drive, Shady Penguin, The King Nappy, all of them. And he's just like, dude, you watch Poketubers too? I'm like, yeah. And that literally sparked our friendship. So it was literally like that moment of just like, having similar interests with my now best friend that really defines my love for Pokemon.
That's awesome, man. Like, I've had very similar experiences, and I feel like when you find a community you're in, or find people in a community that you can really connect with, it makes everything else 1,000 times easier for the friendship, because you can relate on more things, you know.
Yeah, I mean, in this community alone, on this HDL server and in this league, I've made some of my I would call now my best friends just here, just playing video games together, just sitting at night in call. It's just a good time.
Definitely, that's what we're all about, growing the community. And now this league, and talking about growing the community and things, is we try and grow coaches into some competitive battlers, because there's a lot of coaches here that just don't have much league experience, if any at all. And since you are a newcomer, I gotta ask, you got any league experience behind you, or is this your first time?
Very little. I'm currently in two 3 or 4 leagues, but I'm very new to this overall. Definitely I am started a sub league, and that's what kind of was my first league. And honestly, it's kind of a joke league. There's a lot of randomization to it. But the draft kind of got me hooked, and I really took my draft seriously. And then I'm in the Whale Lord, which you're in as well.
Yeah, I know.
I'm telling you something you don't know.
Well,
yeah, that's a fun draft. That was fun, and it's being fun. And I have very little experience, but for my friend Pokey Primer, who I mentioned earlier, I've front office for him before. I've went over stuff. I've watched a lot of competitive play. It's just a matter of finally actually getting my feet into dipping my feet in, and I want to go head first, to be honest.
I gotcha. Yeah, that's always the best part about interview questions, is when you ask your friends things but it's everybody at home doesn't know, so you got to do it anyway. It's so it's so funny. But finally here, wrapping things up, what are any predictions or hopes for this season? So maybe what your record might be through 11 games, or what you hope it will be, anything that you want to predict or have hopes for this season.
Okay. My hope, the goal obviously is to win as much as I can, but my hope is to finish positive, with a winning record. Hope maybe make playoffs, but it's just a matter of just getting a good draft. I have a rough draft plan right now, since we actually haven't drafted yet, but it's just a matter of playing right matchups, building well, and this is mostly a learning experience for me. So I want to say I want to finish kind of a little bit above the 500 mark, and pick up some good moments too, bring a set that no one would have thought and ends up sweeping. I want one of those type of moments.
Yeah, I gotcha. Well, best of luck to you, man. Obviously, I hope you the best with your draft and with your battles. Thank you for doing the interview as well. And until next time, guys, I've been Gordon Signing off. See ya.